Buses and taxis are now permitted to operate at the insurable limits, but must do so within the health and safety protocols established. A few months ago, the number of passengers permitted to travel on buses and/or in taxis were limited. This was in an effort to curb the spread of the coronavirus. Today, they are relieved that they can transport the number of passengers they are insured for. Derek McKenzie is the Public Relations Officer of the National Bus Association.
We welcome any form of normalcy or any form of whatever contribution the government would make to bring us back to some sort of normalcy. The NBA welcomed the full capacity or the insured capacity. It is the correct move to make at this particular time. But we are doing it with a lot of caution.
Bus associations across the country embarked on a bus rotation system, which they believe will allow operators a fair opportunity to own a dollar. Mackenzie still sees the rotation as necessary.
The rotation is actually is more important now. Even though we carry in the insured capacity, that does not necessarily mean that the amount of passengers commuting has increased. So what that does, it makes it a lot easier for especially the buses that do the very long distance.
Additional protocols issued by the Ministry of Health will have to be followed by operators of public transportation carrying persons from ports of entry. A bus operator himself, Mackenzie, implores on passengers to adhere to the stipulation of wearing a face mask or appropriate face covering while in the bus terminal and throughout the duration of their journey.
And in light of that, I would also want to appeal to all the bus operators to ensure that the passengers are sanitized and make sure that the passengers actually wear their masks before they enter the buses. And we are actually calling on the public to actually cooperate. And just think about it, it's for your safety. Just like it is said that when you wear your mask, you are protecting me. So when I wear my mask, I'm protecting you. Let's protect each other. Let's mask up. And we welcome the initiative.
Further, officials operating facilities at the bus terminal can deny entry to a person not wearing proper face covering. Hand sanitation remains mandatory, and the regulations provide for operators of buses and taxis to administer or ensure sanitation of hands of every person upon entry into their vehicle. Lack of compliance can result in summary conviction and a fine not exceeding $500. Alternatively, a person committing an offense can opt for a fixed penalty of $350. The Royal Grenada Police Force says it will stringently enforce the provisions of the regulations. Christelina John, GBN News.